Video makalah berjudul Sound Deletion by Javanese Speakers in Elizabeth Bishop's One Art ini dipresentasikan pada sesi paralel Konferensi Linguistik Tahunan Atmajaya atau Kolita 18 yang diselenggarakan secara daring. Okay, good morning everyone. Today I would like to present my research on phonology entitled Sound Deletion by Javanese Speakers in Elizabeth Bishop's One Art. Okay, first, jump to the background of the study. English serves as lingua franca, which is used for communicating to people whose first language differs. English is learned by Indonesians, including Javanese, in order to communicate with other people with different languages. Javanese learn English from social media, like magazines, newspapers, television, advertisements, educational institutions, and some of them learn it from English literature, such as novels and poems. English poetry is rarely learned by Javanese, as it is only learned by Javanese who are interested in it. Javanese pronunciation in an English poem is an interesting topic to examine. Okay, next is problem formulation. This research has two problem formulation. The first problem formulation is what phonological processes occur in pronunciation of Elizabeth Bishop's One Art by Javanese speakers. And the second is what phonological environments cause sound deletion in the poem. To answer this problem formulation, let's jump to the objectives of the study. First, the researchers would figure out what phonological processes occur in the pronunciation of Elizabeth Bishop's One Art by Javanese speakers. They are asked to read the poem, and the researchers records their pronunciation for further analysis. This research uses 5 Javanese speakers who are above 50 years old who have Javanese language as their mother tongue, but all the respondents have learned English in school or college. Secondly, the researcher would analyze the phonological environments that cause sound deletion. The recorded pronunciation are transcribed into phonetic transcription to see the environment that caused sound deletion in the Elizabeth Bishop's One Art by Javanese speakers. And then we move to methodology. This research is discussing the sound deletion, which is related to phonology. Therefore, phonological approach is used in this research. The phonological analysis relies on important idealization of language sounds, according to Oden 2005, page 14. To collect the data, purposeful sampling method is used in this research. According to Creswell, purposeful sampling method is when the researcher intentionally selected individuals and sites to learn and understand the central phenomenon. Next is the step to analyze the data. The first step is the respondents are asked to read the poem. And then the second, the respondents' pronunciation are recorded with a smartphone. And then the third is the recorded pronunciations are transcribed into phonetic transcription. And the fourth or last, the data are analyzed based on research questions. And then next is analysis. In this part, the analysis result of the sound deletion in the poem by Elizabeth Bishop entitled One Art is revealed. The words undergoing sound deletion by Javanese respondents are described, and the phonological environment that influences the sound deletion is discussed. Here's the table of the words undergoing sound deletion by 5 Javanese respondents. The name of respondents are changed into codes such as R1, R2, R3 for confidential. These are the words. The result shows that R1 or respondent 1 makes 5 sound deletion out of 153 words in the poem, which is 3.28%. And then the R2 makes 5, which is 3.28% also. And then the third makes 3, which is 1.96%. And then the fourth makes 3, which is the same with R2, 1.96%. And then R5 makes 4, which is 2.61%. Respondents make varied words undergoing sound deletion. Some of them make the same words undergoing sound deletion, but in particular, they make different sounds. And then the audio recording data are transcribed into phonetic transcription, then compared with the actual pronunciation based on a pronunciation dictionary of American English by Kenyon and Knott. Here's the table. The English words undergo sound deletion are coded into EWUSD, and the English phonetic transcription based on Kenyon and Knott are changed into EPT, and then the Javanese phonetic transcription or the actual pronunciation is changed or coded into GPT. Here is the table of 5 respondents. Okay, let's talk about findings and discussions. The first sound deletion is the deletion of the sound T in the environment after alveolar consonants. The alveolar consonants N and S could not be combined with alveolar T in the end of the word. Or in other words, the final consonant cluster S-T and N-S could not be happen in Javanese pronunciation. Javanese delayed sound T at the end of the word. For example, instead of pronouncing the word span, they pronounce it as span without T sound. And then the second sound deletion is the deletion of the sound S or S in the environment after voiced consonants. The Javanese could not pronounce consonant clusters with ends with sibilant sound S. It makes the Javanese delay the sound S in the end of the word. For example, instead of pronouncing the word realms, they pronounce it as realm without S sound. Okay, let's move into conclusion. Firstly, based on the findings, there are 2 alveolar voiceless consonant sounds, T and S, deleted in Javanese pronunciation. According to Wedawati, consonant clusters in Javanese at least have a structure with ends with consonants O, R, W, and Y. 2001, page 98. The theory supports the findings that Javanese delete the sound T and S in the final position of a word. Those 2 sounds were deleted after the occurrence of the consonants N, S, R, and Ng. The deletion indicates that the collaboration of 2 consonants at the end of the word might not happen in Javanese pronunciation. This phenomenon could happen because there is no consonant cluster in the final position found in Javanese words. Since there are no final consonant cluster found in Javanese words, Javanese might make a deletion in the final sound in English final consonant cluster words. Secondly, due to the fact that Javanese deleted T and S sound in this research, there is an effect caused by their sound deletion, which is the sound decrease. The sound decrease in English words could cause mispronunciation, which according to Nordquist, mispronunciation is regarded as non-standard, unconventional, or faulty. Okay, that's all for me. This is my references. Thank you for your attention.